Hi friends, and good morning. Welcome to today. It is Monday. Actually Monday. I'm ready for a break. Top of the morning to you, as always. Oh yeah, the punk punch. Cheers. Oh. It's good. Tastes like Hawaiian fruit punch. So we got a somewhat moderate busy day today at the shop. Nothing crazy. I'm gonna stop. I gotta stop at the bank and make some deposits, and then I'm gonna run and get donuts for the crew. Hopefully they're open. I don't know what their schedule is. They're I can't remember where they're from, Cambodia or something like that. So they take weird times off. I don't know. They like leave and go back to the home country for a month or whatever, and I don't know. Anyways, headed into the shop. Got to stop at the bank. I forgot my mug. Dang it. Hold on. Got to stop at the bank, and then I'm gonna go grab donuts and then head to the shop and see what we got growing. We're running a special, the Valentine's Day special right now. The sugar pup pod thing, I don't know what it is. It's some fancy Greek yogurt conditioner shampoo combination thing, and then the spray for Valentine's Day for the doggos. And then we've got our little setup there with the photo booth, or the kissing booth, and the backdrops, and we're taking pictures and giving them to the clients as part of the special Valentine's Day deal. And then on top of all that, they get their name entered into a drawing for, I haven't decided if I'm going to do $75 or $100 yet. Probably $100, just because I know $75 at some places probably won't make it for two people. But we want to do a gift card and give it away before Valentine's Day, so we can take care of somebody for Valentine's Day, or whenever they want to go out to dinner. But that's the idea behind it. So been running that special since February 1st. Really pumping it the last week. We're getting into the second week of February, and I don't know what we need to do different, but we need to pick up the pace on some things. So I'm hoping today I can figure out some marketing planning and get that taken care of, and just get a little more business in the door. So I promote on Facebook. We get random plugs from people on Facebook. I've talked about doing the newspaper thing. It's expensive, and I just don't know if I want to spend the money or not. It may be worth it, it may not be worth it, but I mean, no risk, no reward, right? No risk, no fun. That's the way Thriller Miller does it. No risk, no fun. But anyways, I'm super excited. If you guys seen the yesterday's video, obviously, we got Lexington, Kentucky coming up, at the Alltech Arena, the horse park, Monster Truck Wars, Quad Wars. Super excited about that. And then Lebanon, Tennessee on April 4th, February 21st, and then April 4th. I believe it's April 4th. Lebanon, Tennessee. And then we got another one possibly in March. And I still don't know for sure if I can do it or not, but Martin, Tennessee, it's like 4 hours away. So I don't know. I may have to take a vacation day or something, and that's probably going to upset the wife if I do that, because I'm going to have to stay. So I don't know if I'd want to drive. Here's the thing. Everybody like, 4 hours ain't nothing. It's really not. But for me it is, because I have trouble driving long distances. I get super sleepy when I drive long distance, and that's dangerous. And especially me going solo, because I don't ever have anybody that'll come with me, which really sucks. It makes it tough. When I did all them trips back and forth to Illinois, I struggled. But I had somebody with me to help keep me awake, keep me involved, rather than just sitting here like a zombie for 8 or 10 hours. It is hot. I mean, the temperature's only 42 today, but I am burning up. I need to lose this hoodie. The heat's off, too. So, instead of just sitting in a zombie 10 and 2 the entire trip, or just 12 o'clock like I like to solo-hand but, it's just one of those things. I feel like the safest route for me is to stay the night. Because otherwise, I got to be at the venue at like 9 in the morning. So I'd have to get up at like 3. 4-hour drive. 3 o'clock would get me there. 7. Because it'd take me probably about half hour, 45 minutes to get up, poop, take a shower, all that, and get ready to go. So yeah, if I left at 4, it'd get me there at 8, and I have to be there and set up and ready to go by 9. That's quite the hike. I would have to stay the night. So then the hotel room cost comes into play, and the gas, of course, and that's, I don't know. Wish I had some sponsors to help me out. Hint, hint, hint. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways. So, kind of back on that, I would love to be able to travel more if I could do it, and the financial aspect that does kind of blow a little bit. Because then, when you start contributing in that much gas and the hotel room, now it costs me money to go race. And as long as I stay in that like 2.5, 3 hour drive time and no hotel room, I don't make money, but it pays for itself. And I've always said that I'll continue doing this as long as it doesn't cost me money. Now, in the long run, yes, it costs me money because, like I just said, it pretty much pays for itself. So I do it for me. I do it for the fun of it. I do it because it calms me down. It makes me happy. But in the long run, it does actually cost me money because of the maintenance on the quad, the maintenance on the vehicle, the truck, the trailer. The trailer's going to need tires soon, so that's going to be an expense. They actually probably should have them now, but I like to live life dangerously. I, too, like to live life dangerously. So, as long as it pays for itself in that weekend, because it does end up costing me money down the road in the long run. As long as it pays for itself in that weekend, I don't mind doing it. But when we get into that spot where, I've got $200 in gas, I got a $130 hotel room, for a $100 race, at that point it really doesn't make any sense to do it. And I've run the shows, so I know what it pays. And I get it. The guys that do this all the time, they need to make the more money because they are on the road all the time. They have a lot more higher expenses. But, I'm being careful how I say this because I don't mean any disrespect to anybody, but they most certainly could kick a little more to the guys that are coming a little further that have the added expenses. I got contacted, exciting for me, right? I love the fact that this happens, and I hate that I have to tell people no, but the same weekend, Monsters of Destruction is doing a show. It's another monster truck group. They're doing a show in Southern Illinois, in DuQuoin, Illinois, and yeah, that's not a parking spot, bub. They're doing a show in Southern Illinois, and one of the promoters called and asked me if I could put a team together and come out and race with them. I hate telling people no, but I ended up having to tell them no because it's the same weekend as Lexington. I actually considered it, and here's the reason why. They pay for the hotel room. They pay for your gas as long as you give them receipts. And you still get money on top of that. That's the way Monster Truck Wars should do it. I'm sorry. I said what I said. when you got somebody that is traveling a little bit further and has more expenses, you should take care of them if they're doing you a solid. And, you know, as far as I know, most of the other venues aren't even doing the Quad Wars anymore. So I was shocked that a buddy of mine sent that text out to me, because everybody's been, for the most part, doing freestyle motocross. And I've even seen some of them doing like the midgets or whatever they're called races. I don't get into car racing, so I don't know what all the different cars are, but the little cars with like the motorcycle engines in them, I don't know what they are, but so, you know, it's one of those things where I was just like, wow, that's awesome. So then I was like, well, what are the details, you know? And he said, well, room and board's paid for, we'll pay for your gas, and just bring your receipts or whatever, plus there's a purse. I'm like, all right, cool. So then I asked, well, when's the date? It's a 3-day event, the 20th through the 22nd, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I'm like, oh crap, I'm going to be in Lexington on the 21st. So even if I could put a group of guys together, I can't do it. And I don't know who all would, you know, be willing to drive, because it was like 5.5 hours. But they're going to pay for everything. So that makes sense to me. It would still suck trying to get there and get home, because it is a 5.5 hour drive to Southern Illinois. But it'd be worth it, because everything's paid for, plus you get money on top of it. So there's no out-of-pocket expense. That's awesome. And that's the way it should be. I mean, I've gone and done some of these races and got $50-$60, and that don't even cover the gas. So it does not make it worth it at all, one bit. But it is fun. I do enjoy doing it, and I keep going back for more. So I guess I can't complain too much. Do I wish it paid more? Yeah, freaking-lutely I do. Just so it helps cover the cost of everything. I don't need to get rich doing it. I just want it to cover the cost of everything. Anyways, Monster Truck Wars, Quad Wars, Lexington, Kentucky, February 21st. 2 shows, 12 p.m., 6 p.m. Gates open at 10 for the first show. Usually open 2 or 3 hours before the show. So, for the pit party, signing autographs, you get pictures of your favorite drivers, monster trucks, the quads. And that's the best. For me, that's what I enjoy. I mean, obviously, I love the racing part, but I enjoy the pit parties. I gotta run into the bank. All right, checking things off the list. Bank stop done. I'm gonna run up to the little donut shop. Best Donuts, they're called. So we'll go up there and check that out and see what kind of donuts they got. I hope they're open. My sandwich is getting cold, but that's all right. Whoops, there went my wallet. So I like this little small town in a sense, and in another sense, some of it just kind of bothers me, and just the way some people are. And I don't know if it's just because they've lived in a small town their whole life and it's just the way they are, or I don't know, you know. I struggle with it in a sense. I don't know what I'm getting at. I'm trying to be careful what I say, but anyways, I'm gonna head to the donut shop, catch up back up with you guys in a minute. Do you have those cream-filled Long Johns?
Yeah.
I'll do 2 cream-filled Long Johns.
Yeah. 2 more.
And 2 of the blueberries. All right, we got our donuts. Donuts acquired. I mean, it ain't much, but, you know, a little show of appreciation, a little motivational Monday for the employees. And who don't love donuts, right? I mean, oh, shit. It's just getting to be a lot to do everything we do, to try to manage everything. We got plumbing issues at the house. Plumber's supposed to be there today or tomorrow. I don't remember now. But so we can't do laundry right now. There's separate drains on each end of the house, and the drain on the end of the house with the laundry drains into is clogged. But on my side of the house, if you will, I say my side, it's not my side, but you know what I mean. The side we kind of piggyback off of Mom's place. We use the bathroom and the bedroom for the dogs and stuff like that. Sometimes Kelly will go in there and sleep if it's too cold or too hot in the camper, or she just has trouble sleeping for whatever reason. She'll go in there and lay in the bed. But the drain system is weird. So like it's only clogged on Mom's side of the house. So we can't do laundry, can't do dishes right now. Mom can't use her bathroom, but she can use our bathroom. And what was I going to say? So, yeah. So I'm trying to figure out if I need to... And Kelly's like, ew, don't do that. And I'm like, well, we're going to have to. I have to do laundry before I go back to my full-time job. I got to have clean uniforms. So I told Kelly, I said, well, we're either going to have to load up our laundry and bring it to the shop on Tuesday and do it, or we're going to have to go to sit and let the freaking laundromat. And who has time for that? So it's just always something. So I hope the plumber gets there either today or tomorrow. I tried running a snake down the drain. I could not get that snake to go through the drain. I don't know what's clogging everything up. So here's the thing. The drains drained real slow on both sides of the house when we went through that freeze last week or 2 weeks ago. Even my side of the house, the tub was draining really slow. It just drained slow. My thought process behind it all is that the pipes were freezing up. Maybe not necessarily froze up 100% on my side of the house, just due to the fact that it was just slow draining. Mom's side of the house was slow draining and then no draining. So I'm thinking that it built up and then it just kept collecting water because it was built up and it caused an ice dam in there. Because now that it's warmed up, now everything drains fine. But the plumber told her not to run any water, so she's not running any water because he can't fix it if there's water in the lines, I guess. I don't know. So he's going to come out either today or tomorrow to fix that issue. God knows how much that'll be. So it's just always something, and it gets so frustrating, you know. The little car, the battery died. Heat's still not working. I haven't fixed it. I've had the part for months. Just haven't felt like doing it. And been driving my truck again, and same brake problem is happening again. The passenger side caliper is freezing up. Everybody's been saying replace that rubber line. I've ordered the rubber line. I haven't got it yet. So as soon as I get the rubber line, I'll be doing that. So I don't know. But anyways, pulling into the shop here. Gonna get this day started and get everything going here, and I'm way behind the 8 ball, almost 2 hours late. That's okay, because I'm the owner and I can do what I want. I know I don't know. Some people would say that's a bad image to put off, but I don't care. It's simply that. I'm the owner. I can do what I want. Simple as that. So anyways, we're going to do my 26,000 point turn and get parked and head on in here. What a great day we had today. We're what in the hell? Interesting. I don't know what that's all about. Had a great day today. I'm super excited about that. Good day. So, God, guy, everybody's so impatient, which is redundant when it comes to people not being in a hurry down here for things, because, like, driving, some people are impatient and in a hurry about stuff. Like, they act like they're gonna hit you. They don't slow down, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you're literally gonna cause an accident because you don't want to just slow down for me. But Kentucky isn't a no at fault state, so not at fault, no at fault state, whatever the heck it is. So, I mean, they probably don't care because they know they can't be sued. And this corner is deadly. Are you turning? You're slowing down. You know, there's things called turn signals. No? Great. All right. Apparently their turn signal don't work. Oh, man. I don't know. Yeah, it's been a day. Headed home. Gonna relax. We close early now. We close at 4 o'clock. We're gonna do that through the month of February. And when we hit March, we'll see where we're at. If business picks up, then we'll go back to staying open until 5. But for right now, I think it's just, I mean, we literally usually just sit around until 5 o'clock. So we probably still will be there till 4:30-ish, because right now it's 4:30 getting out of there. But what was I going to say? Because we have to, all the, you know, to break down, clean up, all that kind of stuff is what I was getting at. We're still going to be there till like 4:30 anyways. You know, before we would close at 5 and then we wouldn't get out of there until a little after 5 usually. So then we're home by almost 6 o'clock. But we would start cleaning up around 4:30 when the last ones had left. Now we can start cleaning up earlier, which is pretty great. But anywho's in the way, yeah. Good day today. Hi friends, man, what a day. We were busy today. Yeah, they are good. We were busy today, let me tell you, and it was good. I'm happy about that. So, got everything cleaned up, ready to go home. Good day today. I'm happy with that. You know, it's things are getting better, and I hope they continue to get better. I tell you what, that period in time, that 2-3 weeks, that just hated it. And now that we're busy again, it's almost a little overwhelming, but we're getting through it. So we got grooms going all the way into like July. So that's good. Say a prayer that we can stick around that long. I need to blow myself off. I'm covered in dog hair. Blow myself off. I need to blow myself off. I'm covered in dog hair. Anyways.
Going around and a guy said, I give my dog a blowjob at least once a month, and everyone's like, it's called a blowout.
Even blowing your dog out sounds bad, but anyways, she was talking about some guy that talks about giving his dog a blowjob at least once a month, giving him a blowout, blowing his fur out or whatever, and he's blow drying the dog while he's doing the video. But people in the comments, of course, you know, ridiculed him and criticized him for the way he worded it. But anywho's in the way, appreciate you guys. Long day today, busy day, so I'm happy about that. You know, it makes up for being a long day. I'm gonna go home and pick my hooves up and relax. And I think we're gonna watch some TV shows that we need to get caught up on and just chill out. we got an okay day tomorrow. I'm hoping we can fill the rest of the day in, fill the holes, the gaps that we have. If not, it is what it is. I do have some stuff I need to run and get at Walmart. So, I mean, if we don't fill the holes, gaps tomorrow, if we don't fill the gaps tomorrow, then I'll just bug out, run to Walmart quick, grab what we need, and we'll come back. But, anyways, Best Donuts in Columbia. They are very good donuts. They do a good job. Anywho's in way, appreciate you guys as always. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Share, don't share. I'll still be here. I'm coming back. Don't worry. Appreciate you guys as always. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We will catch you on the next one.